Live picture from Lower Manhattan, the tribute in light on this 5-year anniversary. Thousands of people who worked at Ground Zero say the effects of working there are now destroying their lives. Many are sick, some are dying, and they say it is related to the work they did at Ground Zero. CNN's Randy Kay investigates.
On September 11, 2001, hundreds of emergency responders rushed to the World Trade Center. Among them, NYPD detectives John Wolcott and Rich Volpe.
I remember you couldn't see your hand in front of your face, number one. I remember constantly coughing and constantly gagging.
Now retired, they're no longer fighting to save others. They're fighting to stay alive themselves.
Right now, on borrowed time, 5% only live as long as I have.
John is battling leukemia, Rich, severe asthma, and double kidney failure. Both blame their illnesses on exposure to toxins like benzene, dioxin, and asbestos at Ground Zero.
I want you to breathe real deep in and out through your mouth.
Dr. Stephen Levin heads the largest screening program for 9/11 responders at Mount Sinai Medical Center in New York City. The center just released a study of Ground Zero workers that found 70% had developed respiratory problems.
New onset sinusitis among people who never had sinus problems before, people who have developed asthma, who never had asthma before in their lives.
This is a list of the cancers.
Attorney David Warby says he has more than 8,000 clients who got sick at Ground Zero.
It was the worst toxic waste site ever.
Warby says more than 350 of his clients have cancer. 1,000 have severe respiratory ailments. More than 60 of them are already dead. Consider this. When the towers fell, all of the material used to build them and everything inside them turned to dust, which was inhaled by everyone at the scene.
It took about 3 weeks to get a mask. Then a couple of weeks later, they told us it was the wrong filters.
The city says it supplied more than 200,000 respirators to workers, but many chose not to wear them after the EPA declared the air in Lower Manhattan safe.
Well, if there's any good news out of all this, it's that everything we've tested for, which includes asbestos, lead, and VOCs, have been below any level of concern for the general public health. Obviously, for those who are down here, these are very important.
50,000 people worked around the clock trying to do some good with a government that told them the air is safe and the water is safe and you're going to be okay, and now they're sick and dying.
But could his clients' cancers really be connected to Ground Zero? Warby says he's done his own research and suggests the unique combination of toxic materials has accelerated the formation of cancers. Based on your expertise, how long after exposure do you think it would take for someone to develop cancer?
In most cancer types, that latency period, that delay, is more often 20 and 25 years. Is it possible that we could be seeing something in the World Trade Center mix of exposures that could accelerate that? It would really violate our understanding of the biology of cancer, but we can't close our minds to the possibility.
Rich remains focused on staying strong and praying a healthy kidney comes his way. And John, after 6 months of chemotherapy, his leukemia is in remission. The days of coaching high school hockey are over. He's too weak. So instead, he skates the ice with his daughter. In the face of death, family is top priority. Randy Kay, CNN, New York.